I'm going to set the record straight on Governor Abbott's ask for agencies to investigate the treatment of transgender children. I've got that on this episode of the Latino Conservative. Hey everybody, how's it going? I know it's been a while since I've had an actual episode because, this campaign trail is really busy. But I figured in the light of campaigning that I will do an episode on what I believe one incumbent candidate is doing as a campaign trick, campaign tactic. It's something I don't like, but as far as the tactic goes, I should say, I don't like this tactic, but I think a lot of people have this misunderstood. So by now, you've heard that Governor Abbott of Texas has asked agencies to investigate parents who submit their children and subject their children to gender reassignment treatments. And everybody's going all up at arms over this because they got it wrong. Flat out, they got it wrong. By they, I'm talking about Google and the media. Here's a snapshot of a Google search I did. Governor Abbott, transgender children. That's it. Top stories. 5 Texas DAs defy Governor Abbott's support, won't treat gender affirmation care for trans youth. Texas parents on Governor Greg Abbott's call to report trans kids. They are getting it wrong, guys. Pisses me off when they do this. The media is misleading you, and Google is misleading you. And I know I've got this on YouTube, so by default, I could probably not be banned because, whatever. I know I've got this on YouTube. YouTube is Google. But they are ranking up misleading stories. They are hiding behind Section 230 again. This is something that's been real big on my campaign trail. Is Section 230. Big media companies like YouTube, like Google, Facebook, Twitter, Microsoft, they're hiding behind Section 230 saying that they can remove or add anything that they want at any time because they are not technically the content creator, the people are. But then that same Section 230 lets them be the content creator. So other top rankings, Governor Abbott pushes to investigate treatments for trans youth. That is probably the most accurate one, oddly enough, coming from New York Times. But it still seems like he's treating trans youth. What kind of treatment? Is it the mental health treatment? Is it the care for them? No, it's not. What he is going to do, what he is asking to do, is investigate the parents who subject their kids to gender reassignment treatment. Gender reassignment treatment. Let's look at the actual letter. Specifically, the second and third paragraph. As OAG opinion number KP0401 makes clear, it is already against the law to subject Texas children to a wide variety of elective procedures for gender transitioning, including reassignment surgeries that can cause sterilization, mastectomies, removal of otherwise healthy body parts, and administration of puberty-blocking drugs. Going down to the next paragraph. Texas law also imposes a duty of the DFPS to investigate the parents of a child who is subjected to these abusive gender transitioning procedures and on other state agencies to investigate licensed facilities where such procedures may occur. So what he is asking essentially is to investigate lawbreakers. He's not saying to investigate the kids or reject the kids or do anything about that with the kids. He's saying the parents who subject their kids to the treatment. Now, if a parent and a child decide that they want to dress and act like something that they're not biologically, by all means, do you, boo-boo. I could care less, because at the end of the day, that doesn't affect me. People of the Christian faith, which I am a Christian, will say, well, you're supposed to condemn those. No, you're not supposed to condemn them. You're not. That's not the point of it. The book says, judge not lest ye be judged, right? The book also says, you who is without sin, cast the first stone. I'm not casting stones. The only thing I can do is impress on them, got that word right finally, is impress on them what I feel and why I feel it's the right thing. And if they don't, guess what? I'm still going to love them regardless. But Governor Abbott is not rejecting these kids. These same kids who cannot buy alcohol yet, these same kids who cannot buy tobacco yet, cannot sign up for selective services, cannot enlist in the military, cannot vote. Well, if the Democrats had their way, they'd be able to vote. But he is saying the parents who subject their kids to these treatments. Somebody on my TikTok that replied to a comment, I said, no, he's not saying he's rejecting the kids. He's saying he's rejecting the treatments. They said something along the lines of, well, if it's their choice, then let them be. They're not in danger if it's medically done. Well, according to HRC, 50% of transgender boys say they have attempted suicide, and 29% of transgender girls say they have attempted suicide. I'd say that puts them in direct danger. Not to mention, how many times have you heard the story? I know I have quite a few times, where a boy, an underage boy, went and had the reassignment surgeries done as a boy, but later as an adult male, realized that that's not what he really wanted. Sorry, you can't grow that back. You can't get yourself a new one. It's done. You're done. It's gone. You don't get that back because of a choice that was made and allowed by your parents. Your grown-ass parents, when you were a boy, decided to say, yeah, we're going to cut it off. We're going to let him cut it off. But those same grown-ass parents can't allow you to go get a tattoo because you're underage. Like I said, like the letter said, like Governor Abbott said, investigating those who break the law, not the kids, the law. Puberty blockers stop your body from fully developing, so you end up with weak bones and muscles that aren't fully developed and a brain that isn't fully developed. For males, you lose body parts that you can't grow back. For females, you could possibly lose body parts as well, but even though you can have surgery to get those implants, to get those back, it's just not the same. You can be sterilized, so you never have kids. Women may not ever be able to breastfeed because of a choice that they were allowed to make that would permanently affect the body. Back before they could even vote on who they wanted to be their city councilman. Hey guys, again, my name is Andrew Alvarez. I'm the Latino conservative. Thanks for listening to me. And I just wanted to set the record straight that time. Just to touch on my campaign. It is going great, actually, guys. Early voting is going on right now. Today is the last day of early voting. And by the time this gets posted, early voting will be done. The Republican primaries in Texas, election day is March the 1st. If you're in Texas and you want to go vote in District 27, that's from like Jackson County down to Nueces County, please, I'm looking forward to that. www.aaforcongress.com to go check it out. You can buy some merch there for my campaign. If you surf around enough, you might even be able to find this cup there. But I'm not taking any donations. For one, it's too late. I don't have time to spend the money if you were to send me donations. And two, I know you're strapped just like I am sometimes. Yeah, I've got a successful job. I'm good at it. But, it's life. You get strapped sometime for money. So hopefully, I'm just going to put this out there. Hopefully this is the last time I have to post a podcast in a while again, because that means that my elections are going great. That means that I made it past the primaries. But you know what? Looking at all the feedback I've gotten, all the messages that I've gotten, hey, you're the first Republican I'm voting for. That type of message multiple times. Guys, we might blow this primaries things out of the water and not even have to have a runoff. That's right. So hopefully I get to hear from you again. Hopefully I don't. Same time. Like, comment, subscribe, just share. You know what? Even if I win, screw it. I'm still going to be the Latino conservative, and I'll still post podcasts. Just, it's going to be kind of hard when I'm actually running a full-time campaign. So cheers, guys. Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe. Love y'all.